Hi, so my name is Cesar Marquez, and what I wanted to start doing is institute a Narcissistic Personality Disorder Awareness Week so that people can see the signs, see the patterns that happen with any type of relationship you might have, whether it be your mother, your brother, your father, or the person that you're currently in a relationship with. This means a lot to me because this is something that I've had to deal with for the past 10 years. And before I knew anything about narcissistic personality disorder or anyone being a narcissist, is that I just thought it was, somebody that was really into themselves or somebody that was conceited or something like that. But it goes way, way, way beyond that. And it's a very huge problem, and it destroys a lot of lives, and there's a lot of people suffering from it, and a lot of people suffering from the abuse from somebody that has narcissistic personality disorders. um, it's a very dangerous thing, especially in people that are on a higher level of the spectrum. And not that much is being told about it. Not that many people really know about it or what it is. Um, and especially in our court system, especially in legal issues, especially like in my case, dealing with CPS and dealing with custody issues and legal issues, not that many people are aware of it, and they need to be, because it's a huge problem. And people's lives are being destroyed, people's lives are being hurt, families are getting destroyed, families are getting hurt by this. And this whole purpose, I wanted to start doing this whole week, where I'm going to show you videos, and I'm going to show you what the experts say about narcissism and the different types of narcissism they have. um, and this is not to out anybody out. I've posted videos about my own situation, so whoever sees those will know what's going on. But from this moment on, I'm not going to be using any names. But it it happens to a lot of people, and you might not know it. But if you can see the signs, if you can see the patterns, then you might realize, hey, there might be a problem here. And I wanted to bring awareness because, like I said, I've been dealing with this for the past 10 years. And it was a hard thing for me to understand at first. I just played it off. I did everything that the experts say. I rationalized. I felt guilty. I felt fear. I believed that there was hope. I did all these things. And I'll let the experts say it better, but I've had a lot of experience with this firsthand. And like I said, it's not, uh, this isn't to put down anybody that might be a narcissist. This isn't to out them, to out them, or to put them on display, or to say that they're bad people, or that, you know, let's just, burn them at the stake, or let's just, do away with them. It's more to get them help. It's more to get yourself help, because you need to take care of yourself, especially if you're going through a relationship with a narcissist, or any type, whether it be your mom or your dad or anything like that. And this was eye opening to me. I didn't realize this till last year, till I started watching these videos, till I started seeing and putting two and two together, and I started saying, "Hey, that's happened to me. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's happened to me." And I hope that you could catch it early, instead of having to wait 10 years like I did, because it's been such a struggle. And I would try to get these people help if they do have the disorder. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes they you just have to leave the relationship. Sometimes you have to, you know, uh, take care of yourself. And because unfortunately, a person suffering from narcissistic personality disorder is not going to change. And that's the big problem, is that they won't change. It doesn't matter what they do, how many hours of therapy. It might get a little bit better, but ultimately, it's not going to change. And we have to come up with a solution for this problem, because it's affecting millions and millions of people's lives. So, personally, I've been in a relationship with someone that's suffering from this narcissistic personality disorder, who was involved with somebody else who had an extreme form, or still has an extreme form of this narcissistic personality disorder. I didn't start seeing the signs till last year, till my daughter started showing signs of this disorder, started showing signs of this emotional abuse that was going on. And it first became relevant to me when the my ex, the relationship that I had with the woman I was with, um, her prior relationship with her ex husband 10 years ago, they had a child together, and that child had been suffering from this emotional abuse. She would go with the father, come back, and completely different person. She was angry, she was distraught, she was upset, she was depressed, all these different emotions. And at the time, I didn't know what was going on. I just thought, maybe her dad's teaching her bad stuff or something. But then she started hating me, she started hating her mother. And what we didn't know at the time, and this is very real, is that there was a brainwashing going on. There was so much emotional abuse. And what the narcissist does is they will treat you horrible and just make you feel guilty and be really controlling and critical, and just continue to do that and emotionally abuse you. And then all of a sudden, they start treating you nice, and that draws you in. And so you're like, okay, maybe there's hope. Maybe everything's going to be better now. And you just keep on doing that. And it's a way, it's called hoovering, and it's a way of them sucking you back into the relationship. Or when you start finding out that, hey, something's not right, then that's when, like the situation I'm going through now. But as in the case of the little girl, for like 2 years, she hated her mom, and it was because I was in a relationship with her. And her father was forcing her mother to get out of the relationship with me. I had uncovered some text messages that said that we had broken up a few times before, and it was because of the pressure and emotional abuse that she felt from this guy, and because he was holding his daughter over her. And she was telling her friends that I had to break up with him because his constant abuse wouldn't stop, and he was threatening me with my own daughter. And so this has gone on for the course of 10 years. And we lived together, we had a child together, and he kept on just trying to manipulate her, emotionally abuse her. And then she started taking on those traits, and she started doing the same thing to me. And then finally, I had to leave. I got kicked out, and I had to leave. And all of a sudden, the little girl that hated her mom, it was like if nothing happened. And during this time, they were talking about getting her. She had to go to therapy, and she's still in therapy. And no kid should have to go to therapy. I mean, that's just, a kid, all their job is to be happy and schoolwork and making friends, and that's it. They shouldn't have to be drawn into their family's problems or their parents' problems, or have to deal with that stress and that emotion that comes with it. And a lot of times what narcissists do is they'll alienate their children. They'll get them to turn on their other parent. And that's when it becomes a really big problem, because the child loses self-esteem. They have to go to therapy. They get behavioral issues. They start fighting at school. All kinds of things. It affects their learning as well. And so after I left, I got my own apartment, got my own place, and kept seeing my daughter. But up until recently, about 6 months ago, I started seeing the same thing again, uh, that I saw in their daughter that they had together. I started seeing it now in my daughter. And it was a big, big thing for me. Like, I I freaked out, you know. She came home, she started cussing. She was saying emotional, she felt different. She was angry. She was depressed. She was sad. I saw some videos of her that she was saying all this stuff, and I was like, what is going on? And I didn't realize it at the time. And then we started going through this custody battle recently, and I went to go pick her up from school, and it was like she didn't know me at all, like if I was a complete stranger. She was afraid of me. She didn't want to get near me. She I had to pick her up kicking and screaming to put her in my car, and I tried to go get her to a therapist, and they blocked me from doing that. They had called the therapist ahead of time and told him all these lies. That's another thing. They like to manipulate and lie, and they'll tell anybody everything. They told the principal of the school all these lies about me and gave them fake court orders, and had somebody from CPS call, which wasn't even real CPS, and make up all these lies so that I couldn't pick up my child, so that I couldn't have anything, even when there was no court order saying so. And so now I'm dealing with that. And if you see my other videos, that's currently the situation I'm in. But what I really want to do is bring awareness to this problem, and for other people that are suffering or may be suffering or think that they may be suffering, to get some knowledge about it, to start doing some research, to understand, because you need to save yourself from this situation. You need to save your children from this situation, because it's going to affect their lives for the rest of their lives. And that's what I'm really trying to do with this whole week. And that's what I'm going to be posting this whole week. I just want to get the message out there. I want people to understand that this is a real serious problem. It really is. And that we bring awareness to it, and try to get help from it. Um, and and that's it. I mean, I really hope that this helps a lot of people, and that it'll help the people that I love as well, and the friends that I have, and the people that are knowing that I'm going through this situation get a little more understanding as to why all this is happening, as to what's going on. So please watch the videos. Dr. Ramani is, I would say, the expert on this. I'm going to be posting a lot of her videos. She's helped me a lot to understand this issue of what's going on. And so one of the first videos that I wanted to post is understanding what is a narcissist, and what are the signs of it. So please watch below, and I'll be posting later videos and doing additional commentary as the days go by. Thank you.